book that we are doing a review about. It is a very famous book when it comes to matters finance. The Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And there's another note down there that says that what the rich teach their kids about money, that the poor and middle class do not. And one of the vibes that comes with this book is that the families in which you are born in plays a big part when it comes to our knowledge about finance, because many of our school systems do not teach us about money. In the Kenyan's education system, I have not come across any subject that educates students on matters concerning personal finances, on matters concerning money management, and I think it is quite a crucial topic. So, and maybe that is what motivated this guy to do this book. And this book has a very contrasting topic. Okay, before you read it, you might be wondering, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Is it the same dad who was rich, then became poor? Or is it the same dad who was poor, then became rich? Or it happened that this guy had two dads? And from my understanding, after reading the book, this guy he happens to have two dads, and the guy that he refers to as the poor dad, it happens to be his biological father, who was a career person. I think he was employed by the government, and so it's like he was insisting that this guy should take the same course, like should follow the same line, should go to school, get the degrees, get it in books, and get employed and seek a life. And the other guy that Robert T. Kiyosaki refers to as the rich dad, it happens to be his friend's dad, who is not employed, focuses on creating an empire, and he is not for the idea of he is for the idea of acquiring knowledge, but not the school way. So this guy gets a chance to contrast the ideas or the advice that he gets from the two dads. So he says that he was so fortunate that he had a chance to be raised up by two dads who had different ideas when it comes to life and more so on money matters. Because if he had a single dad, he had to take whatever the dad said. Either he takes what the dad says or gets to reject it. But by the fact that he was raised up by two dads with different ideas when it comes to money, he was able to take some times to think what this dad says and to think what the other dad says, and then decide what to do, or decide what is the best direction to take. And of course, it is a win. It gets to happen that he mostly found himself agreeing with what the rich dad says and dropping what his biological father would teach. And even before he begins to give the accounts of the book, he dedicates a poem that maybe majority of us might be knowing. The poem is called the Road Not Taken. So this is a poem, okay, even from the title itself, it happens that majority of us has this belief that this is the road we should take about life when it comes to money. Maybe you are born in a family where your parents are employed, and that is the same route that they want you to take. They want you to go to school, get employed, start earning a salary, buy a home, buy a car. That is the life that you are exposed to when it comes to finances. But now, Robert T. Kiyosaki prefers taking a different route that is totally different from others, and that's why he is so interested in this poem called the Road Not Taken, because it is taking the journey that is not taken by many that will make you different. So he discourages that element of focusing on the education system, focusing on getting employed and get employed, get a salary, start buying houses, start buying cars and all that, because that is the usual way, that is the way we perceive wealth. Someone who is living a good house, someone who owns some several cars, he is not for that idea. So from the first lesson that this guy tries to teach, it is called he has labeled the first lesson as the rich do not work for money. So if the rich do not work for money, what do they work for? So in the start of the book, this guy happens to ask his father to teach him how to make money. That is the poor dad. That is the guy that he refers to as the poor dad. He asked him to teach him how to make money, and the reason that he is asking this, or whatever that motivated him, is that he happened to school with children from the neighboring community whose parents majorly worked in a sugar plantation, and he could see his parents driving big cars and having vacations, and he wanted to make money so that he can also have that good life. But unfortunately, the poor dad did not give a response on how this young man can make money. By the time he wanted his poor dad to teach him how to make money, how to be rich, he was only 9 years old. But the poor dad, being the poor dad, did not have a good response to him or an elaborate response to him on how to make money. And so he goes to his friends, who in the book is referred to as Mike, and Mike's father is the character who is referred to as the rich dad in the entire book. So these guys at 9 years form a partnership, and these guys were trying to make real money from the remains of toothpaste can, because they thought being rich you need to know how to make money, like mint the coins, like make the money. That is the idea that they got from the poor dad. But of course that was not happen. That could not happen because that could not happen because even you cannot print your own money, because that happens to be even illegal. So their plan did not succeed. So then it was Mike's turn to ask his father, who was in business and was developing his own empire, to ask him to teach them how to make money, and he happened to agree. So he happened to agree to teach them how to make money, but he said that he would not teach them in a way that he agreed that he would not teach them in a classroom way. So, Vidi, why do you think that the book is a scam? Just explain on the chat why you think the book is a scam. Personally, I believe that it has some good reasons that you can pick when it comes to matters personal finance. But feel free to explain your thinking that the book is a scam. So the rich dad takes a different path on teaching them on matters making money, and he decided to tell the young boys to work for him, and through that he would be able to teach them on how to make money. So he did not want to teach them how to make money by the word of mouth. But he tried to bring the lessons from scenarios that got to happen. So every Saturday, these young boys would go to work in his stores, and he could give them some small cash, and it is through that it is through the working on the stores. But these guys were able to be taught some lessons here and there about money. And one of the lessons that was clear is that many people think that making more money will make them solve all their problems. But it happens that we can create more money and still remain to have the same problems, or even create bigger problems. So the whole of chapter 1 is that that is the lesson that the dad tries to deliver, and I think that is it. So